Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice or Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on planet, where we answer hard questions like, what did happen to Galarian during the gap?
What? Yeah.
So, the Starfinder 2nd edition playtest is currently up and running. And for those of you who are listening to Dice or Roll and don't know shit or fuck about Starfinder, it's essentially the sister system, which takes place in the nebulous future of the Galarian universe, after an event called the Gap, where one day everyone woke up with no memories of anything. The last unknown number of years worth of history had been purged, and also Galarian was gone, and no one knows where it is. So the question is, where did Galarian go during the Gap?
I think that what happened was...
Oh, fucking Christ!
Jesus
Christ!
You can't say that!
Come on.
I say whatever I want, okay? I know what's good.
A fucking...
People
oh
weren't
my
ready
God.
for it.
Family
Yes,
friendly.
what our fucking podcast?
I don't believe
is
in
gonna be
family
cancelled.
friend. People don't let me say what I want because of woke.
Okay, so theory number 1, Galarian is gone because of woke.
Lord.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What I think happened, I think they just flopped.
Yeah?
True.
Galarian flop era.
The age of flops.
That's what I'm saying.
We had the age of lost omens. We had the age of legends. It's the age of flops, fellas.
Yep.
Well, they've got YouTubers now, so...
They do.
What, you just had another idea, Ritz, didn't you?
No, I'm thinking about how crazy the call out videos would be in Starfinder 2E.
Fucking, like, someone sitting down and being like, Starscraper 42 has long used accessibility controls meant for 4 armed species because it, quote, gets him better kills.
And frankly, I just think that's unacceptable.
This is completely inappropriate.
Luna, do you have any ideas for what happened to Galarian?
So you know the conflict that was happening between, in Geb?
Yeah, our gay best friends, Geb and Nex. Yeah.
I think that went
Yeah.
global.
Oh!
Extreme divorce, too.
They divorced so hard that Galarian left.
Yeah.
Not left, got eradicated.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
That's
Maybe.
scary.
That's real toxic yaoi, the one that ends the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love Devilman Crybaby.
I was literally about to make the same joke.
Okay, would you like to hear my guess as to what happened?
Please.
My guess is they're gonna reveal at the end of Starfinder 4th edition or something, they're gonna reveal that Galarian never existed. And it was all just a tabletop role-playing game. And unlike this world, which is real.
It was
That's
like,
pretty
you know,
funny.
like what is the word? Is the word mass psychosis? I don't want to be
Yeah, it
offensive.
was a mass
Yeah.
hallucination.
That's what I think happened. It never existed at all.
It was never real. You're just making shit up. Fact.
Jeez.
Galarian made up its backstory so people would pay attention to it.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's true.
Okay. Fellas, would we like to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Can I think about it?
Luna and Dave, I'm just playing with you guys today. Ritz and
Okay.
What the fuck?
would you like to play with us, Ritz?
Well, now I don't want to.
Too bad. When we last left our adventurers in the Abomination vaults, Fiore, Silk, and Ulrich returned into the dungeons below Otari. Silk hid the fact that he has been studying the Whispering Reeds, the sacred text of Nimbalot, in order to start putting together a thesis. And Ulrich discussed the presence of strange buzzing that's been following him around town, which the rest of Fogfen Few quickly relayed that they had heard as well. Regardless, they returned deeper underground, reactivating the portals that lay around the vaults, and made their way to the next floor, where they discovered a spiraling staircase leading down several floors. The dungeons here are marked by claw marks and bits of bone,
and you uncovered several flesh warps hungry for your bodies. You also discovered Fey Shows, a Velstrak Ossitarius, obsessed with an elemental from the plane of metal, which has shown up in the dungeon. She recommended that you all visit the arena of this floor, and obliging the scary masked insect bone lady, you went out seeking it. As you traveled though, you found a hallway full of realistic statues in varying states of disrepair. And then you found that one of these statues was no statue, but in fact, a slumbering basilisk, which shook itself awake and called for its mate, and now the two of them descend down upon you.
So, fellas, are we ready? Are we ready for some basilisks?
Man, I fucking guess.
Sure.
Don't look him straight in the eyes, right? Right?
Probably fine. I mean, yeah, probably, right? Who
Isn't it
knows?
you get bitten by one and then you turn?
No, they look at you.
Oh.
In fact, why don't we do that right now?
No, I don't want to look at them, actually.
Too bad. So, Ulrich, Fiore, and Silk, the three of you stand in this corridor, surrounded by scattered statues, and slithering out from their remains are two basilisks, their eyes aglow with hunger and hatred. As the three of you prepare to fight back against these beasts, you are keenly aware that locking eyes with one of these things could spell your doom. Everyone, we're going to get right into it. I want you all to roll me initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Top of the order, Ulrich Revra. Rutro. These are basilisks. They're not nice. They're, in fact, pretty fucking scary. And as they're slithering forward, you know that these nasty reptiles, which are startlingly large, they're not bigger than you, but they are about as big as you, which is too big for a reptile, you know?
It's too big for a snake, yeah.
I think you are aware that regardless of what this thing is, you don't know everything about them off the top of your head. You could take a moment to figure them out if you wanted to. But I think everyone knows, don't look into the eyes of a basilisk.
Mm-hmm.
But also...
Yeah, I feel like that would be like a childhood story.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
common sense.
Fiora probably knew that before even leaving the village.
As these... It looks like a giant snake with, like, crystals growing from its forehead and, like, a weird turquoise frill going down its back. And its eyes are, like, glowing golden. It's about 13 feet long. And it weighs about 300 pounds. I'll give you just that immediately.
Yeah. Too big for a
Yeesh.
snake.
Yeah. So, it's up to you, but I will say, the longer you're here with this, the worse it's going to be. So, I leave this to you. What the hell happens?
I think Ulrich might take a turn to see if he can figure out any weaknesses so far.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
And try at least. Would I do like bardic lore for this? Nature?
I think, well, bardic lore, it will always work, right? But I think you can certainly try. You can make me just a recall knowledge check in general, and I'll apply the actual modifier.
Okay.
And you're trying to use nature?
Yes. I think that's the best call for me.
Okay. Well, Ulrich, what you know about basilisks? Yeah, they're nasty. Obviously, they are horrid. They like to eat. They like to eat statues. That's why they turn things into statues. It's because they subsist off petrified flesh.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
But perhaps most distressingly is, maybe Fiore and Silk don't notice, but you do. The thing about locking eyes is a myth.
Okay.
They just need to be able to see you.
Oh.
Great.
So
Awesome.
a lot of people will stare, like be like, "Oh, I'm not looking," and then they turn into stone anyway, right?
Okay.
Damn.
But you also know that a basilisk does not immediately turn its prey. It will take a little while, like over the course, like it won't be, like it'll be maybe over the course of a few minutes, like a few rounds, right?
Okay.
But the process of petrification is unpleasant, and you don't really want to go through it. You will start to lose actions.
Okay.
That's what I'll give you with your roll. Now, this could be incorrect, but you believe this.
Okay. And the area that they're in, I can see like little poles flanking the party and the basilisks. Is this an area for cover or no?
Where do you mean?
Like this area. You see how
So
there's
that's
like
a balcony? You can swap under that, yes.
Okay.
But you can't like get on top because that is the next floor above.
Oh. Oh. Good.
That being said, if you're looking for cover, there are statues. Like there's statues all over this place. There's one particularly big statue of what appears to be a giant fish man.
Great. That's fantastic. I wonder what's on the other parts of the floor.
Maybe he's just like that. Maybe he's unique.
All right. I think Ulrich will say to Fiore and Silk, get to cover immediately. Don't let them see you at all.
Okay.
And I think he's going to actually start with a rallying anthem instead of courageous.
Okay.
And is there an area where Ulrich can see cover?
Uh,
Or is there an area that Ulrich can go to cover?
Yeah, I think, like I said, that giant fishman statue, if you were to duck behind it, it's right next to you. This would give you a +4 on, like, your AC, reflex saves against area effects, and stealth checks to hide. Unless they, like, turn the corner.
Yeah, I think Ulrich will just hide behind the statue then.
Okay, you whoop right behind it, and you press your back to it, still playing the lute or singing?
This time, I think he's playing the rallying anthem with the lute.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this feels like danger mode music.
Good reason. These things are not nice. Ulrich, you alert Silk and Fiore. Hey, don't even let these things look at you. They are that bad. You then duck behind the statue of the giant, and you start playing your rallying anthem to tell these two, hey, go, 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 go. And that is your turn. It is now the basilisk's turn.
I don't
And
want
unfortunately, the basilisks, both of them are up next. They rolled a 31 and a 30 on their initiative.
it to be.
And they both are going to act before you guys. So, Silk, you are 25 feet away from the first basilisk, which is great because that is within its line of sight. The basilisk, as it is slithering, it hisses out. And that hiss kind of lowers and lowers until it becomes a guttural gurgle, which, Ulrich, from where you're at, means that, it's agitated. It's not happy that you're here. And Silk, you're going to start as this thing uses a petrifying gaze on you. I need you to make me a fortitude save as its eyes glow golden.
No, wanna. 23.
Oh.
And because this has the incapacitation effect, that is going to be a critical success. Nothing happens quite yet. You are fighting back against a basilisk's gaze. But for just a moment, you feel like a cold sensation wash over you, With its last action, it's just going to slither right up to you. And that is its turn. The next one is also going to slither. It's going to slither also closer. It can't see Ulrich, but it can see Fiore. And Fiore, it is also going to try petrify you with its gaze, laying out an awful. So, Fiore, that is gonna be a petrifying gaze. Make me a fortitude save, please.
25.
That's also a critical success. Both of you can feel this cold wave starting to pass over you, but you are good for now. Fiore, it is your turn. Ulrich says, get out of the way, but also these things aren't going to fight themselves. What do you do?
I think that I'm going to... Is there anything to hide behind?
Yeah, there's tons of statues. Most of them are in disrepair, but that statue of the giant seems to be big enough to hide 2 people.
Something that I could hide behind that would keep me close to them.
I believe there's one other statue that is not completely in ruins.
Mm-hmm.
There are like other smaller ones, but they won't give you as good cover because they're like damaged and in disrepair. That being said, they will give you a bonus to your they will give you a bonus to your AC to your ability to hide. That being said, wait, did your turn just start?
Yeah.
Bad news. It's gonna use its reaction.
I literally have not moved.
What the fuck?
Its reaction, petrifying glance. It sees you, and it's gonna try again.
Ooh.
So that's another fortitude save.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
That is a failure. Fiore, as you start moving, the basilisk's head whips to follow you, and the petrification begins. Your body is slowly stiffening, and you are slowed for 1 minute as you start to feel stone patches growing on your skin. So you have 2 actions instead of tree right now. What do you do?
Fiore is going to cast a spell. It's a focus spell. I'm gonna cast Dazzling Flash.
Okay, sure. Silk, you have your back to Fiore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Fiore, I'll allow it to fucking work. Fiore, what do you do? How does this work?
Dazzling Flash is, he raises his religious symbol. I think he's raising the Rosa Aurea personally. And you create a blinding flash of light. Each creature in the area must attempt a fortitude save. So I need that fortitude save, please.
Okay.
Because it's a 30-foot burst, and that'll catch both of them.
And you know what? I will give these guys a -1 to their saves circumstance because we have established they're staring right at you, right?
Yeah.
And now you're fucking flashbanging them. So, sure. Let's see. That is a failure for the first one.
Okay.
And... Oh no! Critical failure for the second one!
Oh my god. A failure. It's blinded for 1 round and dazzled for 1 minute. But the critical failure is blinded for 1 round and dazzled for an hour.
Oh my god, wait. Wait, blinded?
Yes, that's why I did it.
Oh my god, you are so fucking smart. Take a hero point. Take a hero point because you've disabled them. All of their abilities revolve around being able to see you, and you fucked them up. The 2 basilisks, they gurgle, letting out low rumbling sound that sounds less like a snake and more like a crocodile. And as they kind of flail, their eyes seared with sunlight. Silk, it is your turn. Fiore behind you, Silk, you see is... Fiore behind you is kind of like stumbling a little bit, and you can see patches of stone growing on his face. If he is petrified again, like that, he will be permanently turned to stone.
Okay.
Which is less than great.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But these 2 are blinded, so they won't be able to do it for a moment. What do you do?
These 2 are blinded. Oh man. Basilisks are creatures with skin on them.
Yes, yeah, they do. It's green.
Let me do some quick measurement.
Scary.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna take a step back and cast Fireball, is what I mean to say.
Okay.
Straight in your face.
Firebomb.
Silk kind of backsteps about 10 feet, and he's gonna cast Fireball. I love the pop-up. Are you sure you want to use Fireball? Yes.
Wizard time, motherfucker.
I'm gonna place it right here.
Oof. Yeah.
At 20 foot burst.
That will catch them. They have to make saves, right?
Yes, I accidentally saved on my own thing.
Yeah,
I
you
would
got a
have
critical
critically
success on
succeeded
your-
if I was in this, by the way.
Pretty good. Well, the first basilisk is gonna roll a failure, and the second basilisk is gonna roll a success. So roll me that damage, and let's see how much they take.
22.
Okay, that's 22 damage to the first one, and 11 to the second. Fire rips through this hallway, and for a moment, the entire corridor is coated in bright light. And for a second, Ulrich and Fiore, both of you stumble backwards a second as hot air rushes over your skin, and you hear the gurgling screams of the basilisks, but they are still slithering forward. They can't see you, but as soon as their eyes kind of like readjust, they will come to like rain hell on you all.
Oh boy.
Is that your turn, Silk?
Yep, that was a 2-action spell and a 1-action move.
All right. Ulrich, it is your turn. Fiore doesn't seem great, but I don't know. I mean, again, you can recall knowledge. You can always try figure out what's going on and try help. But the basilisks are right there, and they're being a nuisance. So what do you do?
Hey, do you know what the greatest thing to counteract the slow is, possibly?
You son of a bitch. You know that, Luna. you make my days harder. I'm like, oh boy, how exciting!
Haste!
Hey.
Okay, so haste, right?
Haste.
How does this look? Remind me.
It's pretty much like sound reverberation around Fiore's body.
Yay.
It's making him look all vibrated and a little blurry, maybe.
Oh my god. What happens when a slowed creature is hasted?
Well,
Cancels out.
he gets a quicken condition and can use the extra action each round for strike and stride.
Yippee!
Okay. So he is still slowed.
But I could still essentially do what I don't.
Three
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just haste gives you a specific thing you can do.
Yeah.
So, Fiore, despite the stone crawling up your skin, there's like vibration coming off you, and you are good to go. You're ready to smack these things silly. Ulrich, you have one action left as you see Fiore surging forward. What do you do?
I think Ulrich is gonna take a quick pot shot at the basilisk closest to Fiore.
Okay, go for it.
23.
A 23 is a hit. Roll me that damage.
9 damage.
Very nice. Ulrich, you whoop out, kind of like poking out from the side of the statue, and you twank, and this thing lets out a roar. It's still going. It's still living, but jinkies. And that's gonna keep your song going, right?
I guess
You're a
yeah,
warrior
since I
bard.
have the warrior muse, so yeah, I still have Rallying Anthem open.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. It is now the basilisk's turn. So, remind me what happened on that dazzling flash. One of them got a failure, so he is blinded for 1 round and dazzled for 1 minute. The other one is dazzled for 1 hour. So they are both no longer blinded, but they are both dazzled instead. And dazzled means they can see, but their vision is poor, right? So all creatures and objects are concealed from them. They can't see shit right now. They can use their petrifying gaze, but if they try to actually attack you, it's not going to work well, right? So that being said, as the front basilisk is squirming and grumbling. Its eyes land on you once more, Fiore, and it is going to try a petrifying gaze on you. Could you make me a fortitude save, please?
18.
Well, that would have been a fail if it weren't incapacitation. So, Fiore, you do succeed against this. Nothing happens. You are not slowed again. You're playing with fire here, though, because if you do fail... that is going to be... It's going to send its next action surging forward, but it can't see you very well, so it's kind of like swaying its head from side to side as it goes. The other one is going to also squirm a bit, and it's going to try the same on you, Silk. So, Silk, could you please make me a fortitude save as well, please?
Oh, I don't wanna... Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point. I rolled an 11.
Not great.
Not great. 23.
That is a success, a critical success. You're good. The awful gaze of the basilisk is pushing back against you. Or as the basilisk gazes at you, you feel cold again, but you do not allow it to overtake you. And that is going to be their turn. Fiore, it's your turn.
Wait.
Oh?
It's because it's because he's already got stone cold looks.
Pretty good.
Stone cold looks. Get it?
Fiore,
Jesus.
it's your turn.
The rage.
Fiore, as your turn begins, it is going to be using another petrifying glance at you, because this is what they do. Make me another fortitude save, and let's see if you're good.
30.
Very good, you're fine. Fiore, oh, this is a weird sensation. Your body is slowing down as stone is creeping up your veins, but also your body speeding up as music surges through you. It's like you got one hand in hot water and one hand in cold water. What do you do?
Well, Fiore's like, but he's gonna do his
Wait, Dave.
thing.
Dave,
Huh?
don't forget. Check the feat you got. Remember who you are.
Oh, right. Well, I would like this guy to die, personally.
Okay, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna use Smite,
Woo! Smite!
which I haven't had the chance to use yet.
Okay. Fiore, how do you call down the power of Sarenrae to smite?
I think that the same, like, dazzling, like, flash that happened, like, as it was winding down, because I think, it was like the sun. I think that it sort of solidifies, or not solidifies, but it's sort of like instead of like going out in a blinding light, it compacts into into the power of the sun in his sword.
Okay. And do you say anything cool, or is it more like that's just what the physical effect looks like?
I don't think he says anything cool. I think he does like a flourish
Oh, you power pose?
with the sword. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't describe it as power pose. Oh, I would describe it more like when you are like, you know, when you're watching like a fight sequence in a show. When they're fighting, but they pull back for a second so that the camera can focus on both of the people and they're doing something. It's like that.
Okay. So, with Smite, you single out one enemy to destroy in your deity's name. You designate one enemy you can see. Until the start of your next turn, your strikes against the enemy have a +3 status bonus to damage. Okay?
Okay.
So you will just be doing an extra 3 damage to this thing. And every time it attacks someone, whether it's you or an ally, the duration of your smite will continue. So, Fiore, you point, your sword glows with holy power, and you're able to surge forward. Make me that attack roll.
Ally. Okay. 32.
Holy shit! Okay. Fuck. Roll me that damage.
20.
20 damage, and is going to be off guard until the start of your next turn. Fiore, describe this super cool smite.
I think he's just like locked in battle with it.
Okay. Fiore, you surge forward with your blade empowered by Sarenrae herself. And as you cut down, there is an awful hiss coming from the basilisk. And it is really badly hurt. It looks really badly injured. It looks like you might be about to take it down. You have 2 actions left?
Okay.
What do?
I think he's going to attack one more time. I'm not going to do a third, but I'll do one more time.
Okay, go for it.
I'm not one to do the third attack, but a second attack, I can be convinced.
Well, its AC has dropped pretty significantly too, because you have it off guard.
Well, I had 26. So.
That's another hit, baby. Roll me that damage.
And Divine Smite should still be on?
Yes.
Yes. 11 damage.
Okay. 11 damage. It looks like it's at death's door, right? It is not looking well whatsoever. And as the thing gurgles and the other one in the back, it can't even see that its mate is being so badly destroyed because of its dazzling, but it is roaring out in a hungry anger, and it wants the stone that's coursing through you. You have 1 action left, Fiore. What do you do?
Am I allowed to use this to raise my shield?
Yeah, 100%.
Then I'm going to have him raise his shield.
Okay. Fiore, you throw your shield up, and you are keeping yourself safe. And Silk, it is your turn. The basilisk that Fiore is locked in combat with his glowing heaven sword, is looking pretty bad. The other one back at the back isn't looking that injured at all. What do you do?
I'd like to shoot it with my gun, Your Honor.
Okay, you may do so.
I may. I'm going to use Hand of the Apprentice.
Okay.
28.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. Silk, you fire at this thing, and it lets out a little squirming roar. It is not enjoying this, but it is still coming for you. You have 2 actions left. What do you do?
Okay. What I'm not going to do is use my last 3rd rank spell, just in case. Can I 2 action Blazing Bolt?
Make me that attack roll.
28.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Okay. 12 damage.
Nice hit. And make me the second one. This is against the guy in the back, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
21.
21 would be a miss if he weren't off guard because he's battling against Fiore. And on top of
Pretty good.
that, you roll how much damage?
16 damage.
You had 13 HP left. Silk, how does the second blazing bolt take out the first basilisk?
He goes out like that fucking stupid ass Ash baby.
The basilisk lets out a and is fucking vanquished. Well done, Silk. You have destroyed the evil. But there's another evil in the back, though.
Defeated is the monster.
Ulrich, it is your turn. You watch as one of the basilisks is turned to ash by Silk's magic. And you peek around the corner and you see that the other basilisk is still kind of swinging its head back and forth, trying to clear its vision. But it doesn't matter if its vision is unclear. If it can see you, it can turn you to stone. What do you do?
Harmonize.
Woo! Okay, so you're gonna push out a
Courageous Anthem.
Yeah, okay. So that is 2 actions. You have put up a Courageous Anthem, and now if you keep the other one going, everyone will benefit from both.
Which is exactly what I'm doing.
Do you want to try it with your
Hotshot.
with your? Yeah, let's go.
26.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Ooh, 5.
It could be worse.
Yeah,
5
he was
damage.
swinging his head a little too much.
Yeah, you were going for the headshot. You got greedy, Ulrich.
Yeah.
That being said, you hit perfectly on time, and the basilisk here lets out a shriek as you continue both your courageous anthem and your rallying anthem.
Mm-hmm. Damn, this looks like a fucking psychedelic wonderland over here.
Yeah, shit's going crazy right now. Fuck any
It is
low
so
FPS
much.
computers. All right, that's Ulrich. It's the basilisk's turn. The basilisk is gonna stare at Silk angrily.
What
and
the fuck?
Silk, you're right in front of it, man. It can't see much. Make me a fortitude save.
Man.
Okay, that is a failure. Silk, you feel stone shooting through your veins, and unfortunately, you are going to be slowed, which isn't great. You're slowed for 1 minute. And if it slows you again, that's it. Silk has turned to stone.
Forever and he dies?
Forever, and he dies, probably. It is then going to spend its last action crawling towards you. You know,
Okay.
just to get a little snack if it wants.
He is delectable, I guess.
Fiore, it is your turn. Oh no, the dreaded basilisk. What do you do?
Good. I don't know how often I can use smite.
Oh, as many times as you like. It'll just take you new action to designate it as a smite.
Well, smite.
Okay. Sun coalesces around your blade once more as Serenray grants you her ire. Fucking go. Get him.
Saren Ray, more like Saren Rage.
Hey.
I'm really funny.
You're pretty good. I love you.
And what? Oh, for some reason I have smite evil twice.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Because you're so good at it.
You're just so good at
True.
it, man.
True, I am really good at it. Okay, I'm going to attack. Oh, 25.
That's nice. That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
13 damage.
Okay, very nice. Your blade cuts into the basilisk, which is badly injured by now, but it's still fighting onwards. And you have 1 action left?
Yeah. I think I'll do it one more time, just because I can try. If I fail, I fail. And it's a second. I have reached a point where it's no longer like -5 for my second attack. Like literally, like the thing is 27.
That's a nice hit. Roll me that damage.
Okay, 11 damage.
Okay. You are blasting into this thing. And it is really starting to fall apart, right? It is near death, but that doesn't matter, because right now, this thing has one goal. And Silk, as your turn begins, it's gonna use Petrifying Glance on you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bruh,
Oh, come on.
Make me a fortitude save.
dude, they hate your ass.
I've decided I've had enough of this gay twink.
Man!
Wow.
Oh
Ooh.
my
21.
god!
Ooh.
Hey, Silk, guess what? If it had
What?
not been for Rallying Anthem, that would have
Oh.
been a failure, and you would
Holy
be a
shit.
statue.
Holy fucking
Holy
shit. Okay, thank
shit.
God.
Ulrich, you saved Silk.
Yay.
Oh my god, that is crazy. Okay, Silk. Well, it's your turn. This thing is staring at you, awful crystal-headed serpent with turquoise frills and oversized fangs and awful glowing eyes. What do you do?
Lightning bolt!
Okay, fuck him.
Give me a reflex save.
Whoa.
This guy had 16 HP. There's no kill like overkill, right?
Bruh.
Well, Silk. Roll me that damage.
So that's double of 32 damage.
Dude, why did you do Yeah,
Okay,
he's dead,
so-
man!
Okay, listen. Listen to me. Put yourself in Silk shoes right now. You are A, miserable because of school. B, miserable because of your mother. C, miserable because things are going on, man. He's not happy about his current life situation. And this fucking ugly ass snake comes up to you and you and your best friend and your boyfriend and tries to fucking kill you forever by turning you into an ugly fucking rock. I'd be pissed too. I'd be mad as fuck.
For what it's worth, I think Silk would have been a beautiful statue.
Oh, of course, you would have been the best looking statue that's ever fucking existed.
Mm-hmm. Well, the basilisk is dead. Lightning courses through it and it lets out a shriek before flopping onto the floor, defeated. How are we all doing, fellas?
Ugh. Let's hope there's none of those left on this floor.
That would be a mercy well deserved.
After a few seconds, your bodies begin to kind of relax from the haste and from your bodies begin to relax a little bit. The basilisk's petrification is wearing off, which I'm sure is great. Borbo on your hat, Silk, looks down and says,
Master Silk, you really shot that thing, what?
Wow. Okay. That was a little intense.
More than a little.
I love monsters that attack by not doing damage.
It's fucking scary.
Weird little guys.
I suppose none of us are dead, though. None terribly injured either.
No, I think we're okay. I can heal anybody if anybody is just a little bit injured, because I can recharge.
Looks like you're all pretty okay, all things considered.
Yeah.
That being said, Ulrich, if you want to make me a bardic lore check, I would love that.
Yay. Okay.
Okay, so what you know about basilisks is that there is one way to cure a statue petrified by a basilisk. And that is by taking the blood of the basilisk and lathering it onto a statue. The blood needs to be fresh, 1 hour old at most.
Okay.
But if you were to slather that onto a statue, you could bring it back.
Oh.
Huh. Well, I guess it is beneficial that none of us were turned into statues, but if either of us were, all we needed was the fresh blood of one of them.
Oh. Are there any statues here that seem like they won't, that they're not totally falling apart?
And or going to kill us.
Well, yeah.
Yes, are we sure that reviving anyone we find?
Well, I'm not saying we just immediately, but, I mean, it's possible to, 1, find out more information, and 2, maybe somebody else was stuck down here.
Suppose that's true.
At the moment, most of the statues are completely fucking devoured, right? They're different animals and beasts that have been, turned to statues over the years and mostly chewed up. Only one of them looks like it is still standing at all, and that is the statue of the giant.
I see.
You might get some interesting information out of it. That's completely up to you.
The giant looks fine, but does he seem friendly?
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell when you can't talk to somebody, but I also don't like to immediately assume, the worst in people or anything.
You're right, but it really would be a shame if we brought him back only for him to start a fight and us to kill him again.
Well, we could always leverage the fact that we just saved their life.
Would one of you like to bleed the one I didn't burn alive, then?
Well, I mean, yeah, we can do that.
Might as well, right?
Okay. Do you want to try slathering this statue in basilisk blood?
Bucket.
So intense. Bucket.
Oh,
Give me
yes,
the damn
it's-
bucket.
Pretty metal.
Why not?
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, take a few minutes, just washing the giant, which I remind you looks more like a fish man than a giant.
Oh boy.
But then, just as you cover the last scrap of the stone with blood, there is a transformation. It is like the stone drinks the blood, and then when the blood is gone, there's no more stone, right? It's like a transition. And then standing in front of you
Transition, you say?
is the giant itself. And this is what it looks like.
This is just like Dr. Stone.
Whoa.
Well,
Big fella.
Oh.
it is a flabby green tank, completely hairless and covered in almost frog-like hide. Its face is saggy, its eyes are bulging, it doesn't have a nose, and its lips are almost like that of a catfish.
He looks like a boggard.
It has sharp fangs coming out from behind its lips, and it smells atrocious, guys. This thing stinks.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Still covers his nose.
Fiore's eye twitches and that's it.
As this thing comes out, it rumbles out in Jotun,
Oh,
which, Silk, you speak.
I do.
Jotun is the language of the giants. I don't think the rest of you speak it, but this thing rumbles out in Jotun. And it says,
Lord Chieftain Corfell, Belcora has need of the eye. Oh!
and then it falls face first onto the floor.
Oh.
Is he dead already?
Fiore reaches out to, feel for a pulse.
No, this thing's dead, dude. It just died in front of you.
Oh.
Did it...
He said something about Belcora is in need of the eye?
The eye?
Yeah, by the way, it's just super dead.
What the fuck was the first part you said? Because I kind of couldn't hear you because of the voice you're doing.
War Chieftain Corfell, Belcora has need of the eye.
War Chieftain Carfel.
Hey, that's a name. That is a name.
Has a name. Just who does it belong to? Someone under Belcora, of course.
Clearly a warch.
Borbos goes forward and says,
You also just died, right?
He did just die. I mean, I guess it's not much of a difference from how he was before.
I don't really know how to process this.
How did this happen?
Well, he was probably fighting the basilisk.
Does he have, injuries on him?
no.
What's the coroner's report?
Well, let's see.
Guys, let's find out.
Ulrich?
Ulrich,
Yeah.
autopsy now.
Ulrich is probably sticks over to take a look.
Okay, Ulrich, autopsy now. Roll me medicine, Ulrich.
Okay. How much? There you are.
Okay. Ulrich, you take a good look at this thing, and you surmise that this thing was already dying when the basilisks got it.
Oh.
Despite its flabby appearance, you note that it is emaciated. This thing was starving,
What the hell?
and it used the last energy it had to leave a cryptic warning and then die on the spot.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I would also.
Loyal.
I know you would.
You got such a high roll, Ulrich, that I will say that you do identify what this thing was.
Mm-hmm.
This is a marsh giant.
Oh.
Dwellers of brackish coastal salt marshes and fetid bogs and swamps, marsh giants appear hideous to most air breeders, with fish-like mouths, slimy grey-green skin, and dark, beady eyes. They prefer to eat the flesh of those they slay in battle, including other marsh giants, and guzzle stagnant water from cauldrons or directly from their swampy homes. They are insular, zealous, and they often will worship sea-dwelling deities or demon lords or stranger entities.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's a swamp giant. It lives in the swamp. It's a big fish man. H.P. Lovecraft would have a field day writing weird shit about these things.
Yeah.
They're 11 feet tall and about 1,000 pounds.
Good God.
That is small for a giant, for what it's worth.
Damn.
Okay. So he was dying when he was caught down here with the basilisks already.
Oh.
They were starved?
What?
Starved.
Yeah, this is a swamp giant. They're supposed to be much bigger than this, actually. But
Why?
I don't know. All we have is a name and a cryptic message, but this person knew something. This giant knew something.
Worth noting as well, Fiore and Ulrich, you two have lived in Notari for all your lives. There have never been swamp giants in the Fogfen.
What is it doing here?
Don't know.
Well, wait, this is a swamp above us, right?
Yeah, but there's never been any here. Believe me, I've run around this area looking for things to do a lot.
I've even been around the forest edging the swamp. I've never seen or heard a swamp giant like this.
Which means that they maybe traveled here? Why?
Came from somewhere, but this is a relatively small island.
To be frank, there are probably better places to set up than here for a marsh giant.
True, but this giant sounded he either worked or was associated with Belcora, so I don't know. She has a lot of people under her, so a good amount of them could have just traveled. I can't imagine there were so many that were in Absalom or in Kortos in general. Absalom is a hub city for people who are traveling and are adventurers as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's got Absalom in it. But it's just bizarre. Never seen anything.
Very bizarre.
We should keep on the lookout for any more remains, or like the idea that another, or even the same marsh giant was around. Not immediately, like, make it our life's goal, but we should pay attention for that stuff.
Right.
I agree.
Well, if she has teleportation circles everywhere, who's to say she might have a teleportation circle to another goddamn continent?
To a marsh randomly.
At this point, I don't think anything this bitch could surprise me with.
Borbo on Silk's shoulder says,
Something tells me we will come to regret these words.
I like to think positively, Borbo.
Rather ominous.
it is now my goal to shock you all with whatever's next, because let me tell you this much. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a few surprises.
Oh no.
Great.
Yay!
Don't worry about it. Regardless, I mean, like, there's not... You could take the giant's hook. It is wielding a gaff, which is a length of wood with a metal hook affixed to the tip. They use them to drown prey, as humanoid fishers use them to land fish.
Oh, great.
You could take one, but I don't know that any of you want to wield a large-sized hook.
I think Silk should take it.
You could, if you wanted.
And then he puts it in his hair. Like, like as an accessory.
Yeah. Silk suddenly becomes sea-themed instead of constellation-themed.
He said, I like
God.
blue in general.
No. I'm not reclassing him.
Well, what's the plan? You were on your way to the arena, and the arena is ahead, but...
Yeah. So kind of puts his hands on his hips and is like, well, nothing we can do from now. Why don't we just go on to the arena? I really am dying to see it.
Yeah.
Ricky?
Jesus.
We'll check it out.
Wonderful.
You guys make your way on?
Yeah.
I think Fiore probably does like one of those prayers to like a basic prayer to keep the dead from rising up again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes off.
Okay.
Dice Will Roll will return after these messages. We now return to Dice Will Roll.
You guys continue making your way through this long corridor where murals of arena fights decorate the walls. You can see there's like claw marks in the stone, the occasional like splatter of long dried blood. This place, it's giving Jurassic Park after the dinosaurs get out.
Ooh, fun.
You know, like that is, I think, the vibe you are feeling right now. And as you are approaching the end of the corridor, that feeling is probably only getting stronger. You see carapaces of dead monsters which have been like largely eaten and destroyed.
Whoa.
More smashed statues. Looks like these basilisks had this corridor on lockdown for quite some time. Well, you guys make your way forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiore stays
Okay.
in front always.
You make your
Oh
way
my god.
into the arena.
Oh
And
my god.
fellas,
Whoa.
it is... Yep, that sure is an arena.
This is huge.
My.
A wide walkway around this cavernous chamber looks out over stone arena floor 30 feet below. 6 balconies with built-in seating provide the best view. Each balcony has a bright torch jutting from it, illuminating the entire arena while leaving this viewing level shrouded in shadows. An enormous metal gong on the eastern end of the chamber hangs on thick chains. 2 steep staircases lead down from the central balcony onto the north side of the arena floor. And there are bones scattered across the arena and in the seats as well. And how are you all doing as you kind of like look out over this?
Does it look like it used to be nice? Like, I know it's kind of...
Oh, dude, this is
ruins
fucking
right
great.
now.
This is amazing.
Silk's a little bit delighted.
It's in disrepair.
Yeah. I think how Silk's doing is I think he audibly says, "Oh, my, this would have been such a sight back in the day."
Whoa.
Can't say you're wrong. This is huge.
Yeah.
Extravagant, even.
And I think you guys then hear a voice which calls out to you.
Oh no.
Yes, it was rather magnificent once upon a time.
Oh.
What in the distortion?
What the?
And you guys see that there is someone else here with you, standing on the other side of the arena.
Oh no.
And when I say it is an unusual looking figure, I mean it. Over here.
What the fuck is that? Oh, whoa.
What?
Hello?
Okay.
So sick.
This is awesome.
Dude, this design. Holy shit.
I forgot what that like headdress is called specifically, but it's so fucking cool.
A fellow is standing on the other side. They are humanoid, with the head of a tiger. They have vastly oversized canines which curl outwards, and they have their fur around their chin tied into a beard. What's especially frightening about this character is their eyes. They do not have the regular eyes of a tiger. Because a tiger will generally have these beautiful, soulful cat eyes. This thing does not have those.
Oh.
The eyes are completely white, except for a slit of black, which just looks alien and out of place on the head of a tiger. It is wearing clothes which we would recognize as traditionally Indian, very welty, and with a kind of crown-shaped thing on its head. And this creature calls out to you all. And as it speaks, it continues to say,
Of course, when we had a more frequent audience, they were so much finer than this.
And as he waves a hand, suddenly the arena is filled with cheering spectators. And it would appear to be, I think you can really quickly surmise it's probably illusion magic, but there are lots of people here, quote unquote, watching, and they're delighted to have you here. And as this creature leans over the balcony, kind of like, it's got this, there's no way to say it, it's got a very sexy confidence to what it's doing. Like, it knows that it's attractive. / scary, you know?
He's not wrong. I'm just saying.
Oh, I believe you.
Silk Witch Helm, Fiore Sun Chaser, and Ulrich Ravra. And let's not forget Borbo Picklebeak.
What a fun parlor trick. You know all our names.
Yes, much blood has been spilled by you since you've entered here. I smelled it first when you entered the library, and it's gotten stronger since. Allow me to introduce myself. You can call me Master Cheerful on account of my enthusiastic demeanor.
Okay.
Do you guys want to make me a fucking roll of some sort to identify what the fuck this thing is?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah. What do you think? What are you gonna roll with it? I want you all to make me a recall knowledge check with the button that like rolls all of them. But if you are right and you choose correctly in what you think you need to recall knowledge on, you'll get a bonus.
I'm actually gonna go with religion, like maybe some sort of outsider, like a demon or something.
Okay.
Demon, devil, stuff like that.
Silk, Ulrich, where are you going with?
I think Ulrich might go society, because Ulrich is thinking, this is outfit that I've never seen before, maybe from a different culture.
Okay. And Silk?
Occultism? Maybe some kind of spirit?
Okay. And Silk, you are the one who figures it out. Fiore and Ulrich, you two exchange a look of like, what the fuck? But Silk, you have read about these creatures. You are correct. It is a spirit.
Ooh, okay.
Specifically, it is a Rakshasa.
Oh.
Okay.
I had a feeling it was something like that.
The Rakshasa is a primordial divine being who serves as incarnations of all that is foul within creation, born the moment that the concepts of good and evil were first conceived. It is their divine purpose to exemplify the profane by murdering their own kin, eating the flesh of sapient beings, and performing thousands of other atrocities. They define these acts as obscene and taboo, so that mortals know that these acts are crimes in the eyes of the holy. It is a role they must play in the same way that a stage play must have an actor to serve as a villain, a role that damned all Rakshasas from the moment of their genesis. Most Rakshasas enjoy their role in the same way an actor enjoys delivering a masterful performance, yet there is an element of tragedy to their existence. They are fated to serve solely as foils to others, to corrupt the unworthy and to fall to the heroic, never free to forge their own path. They are condemned to perform the most heinous of deeds, even if it rankles their sensibilities and conscience. To do otherwise is to defy their nature and their purpose, which is the greatest sin a Rakshasa can perform. You specifically know that this is a Raja Kruda, the most iconic of all Rakshasas. They are the tiger-headed hunters of mortal kind. They are incarnations of all malice that people try to deny within themselves and wrongly ascribe to deadly predators of the wild. Their power and skill inspires fear, but also awe, and it is not unknown for some people to treat such a Rakshasa as a guardian, if one to be treated with extreme caution. So basically, these things, in a word, are divine examples of the most cruel acts in creation, specifically to serve as a lesson to mortals of, if you act like this, you're a terrible person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And yeah, Master Cheerful is kind of just leaning over the balcony, tail flicking a bit as he looks at you. What do you do?
Something tells me that Master Cheerful is not going to inspire much cheer today. I think that Silk gets kind of a sour look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that he's the biggest fan of Rakshasas.
Fair enough.
Master Cheerful, I am deathly curious. What is someone like you doing down here?
And Master Cheerful smiles and says,
Well, of course I'm doing my purpose. I'm sure by now you've understood that many of those here in the dungeon are in servitude to one Lady Belcora.
Well aware.
Yeah.
A creative woman. And a woman who enjoyed a bit of spectacle. And that was my role. Spectacle!
and as he waves a hand, those illusions change again, and you see in the middle of the arena, you see several cultists of Nimbalot who are dressed as gladiators, and you see them battling against a Hydra. And of course, the Hydra wins, and the crowd cheers. I was put in charge of the event I liked to call the Red Holiday.
Great.
It was my goal to ensure that the beasts that were raised on this floor were trained here in the arena, for one day they would be unleashed upon the world in an army of monsters. But even an animal needs combat training before it begins. Unfortunately, as you may have noticed, our supply has rather diminished lately. The beasts I still have plenty of, but the warriors less so, as you may have noticed.
Yeah.
All your talk of was. But you persist down here, so what is it that you are doing now?
Well, I am bound here.
Many such cases.
Indeed. That being said, I'm an extraordinarily patient being. I do not mind. But seeing you here, I simply must offer you a chance to take part in the Red Holiday.
Why would we do that?
For treasure, of course, for glory. We have much that was deposited here And you must not think me some foe, Master Sun Chaser. I'm not here to force you to do anything. That would be crass. It is my role to be the overseer of the arena. If you wish to fight against monsters, I will arrange for them to come battle you. And the more powerful a monster you select to go against, the greater the treasure we can give you. And you can always return here later to come look for more treasure. In fact, I will often seek you out to let you know if I have something exciting awaiting you. Consider me a potential ally. I care not for whether Belcora wins or loses. I care not for her master plan. I care that blood splatters this arena. That people watch lives be snuffed out, whether they are the lives of monsters or the lives of men. That is my role. And if you will humor me, you will be greatly rewarded for it.
I see.
It's not very cheerful, is it?
Are you aware of the term oxymoron?
Yes.
Yes.
Not yes.
You know what? Silk game recognized game. He's charming.
He is quite sexy is the problem.
He is the problem. Can you bring his picture up on screen again?
Oh yeah, you want to ogle him a little more? In a second.
Yeah.
I'm bringing him up. Here you go.
I really like his outfit.
It's so cool.
He looks fucking great.
Doesn't he? I think Silk kind of looks at Fiore and Ulrich to kind of gauge their reactions to this guy.
And Fiore looks slightly unimpressed, but I think he's Fiore. He's like, this is not a good person, and I don't like that. That's Fiore. He's not like if you wanted to do it, he wouldn't be like, what? No! He's literally just kind of like, I don't like this guy. That's kind of him.
Morally, this guy sucks.
Ulrich, I think, has just been looking at this guy, kind of squinting his eyes, just obviously very distrustful, but if he's not gonna attack, then he's not really gonna do anything about it just yet.
Well, I mean, perhaps not now. I don't think I'm very equipped for any fight. But if we're ever hurting for treasure, it's not a bad deal.
You're not wrong about that.
He's a little odd, but I don't think he'd be too much trouble.
For what it's worth, I believe you would do an excellent job. And if you don't wish to all take part, you may do so on your own. And the treasures you can win, I will let you know, are particularly rare and well sought after.
I believe that.
You certainly have me interested.
Would you like to see some?
Yes, I would.
And the Rakshasa, the Master Cheerful, he waves a hand, and you see a whip that appears to be made of slime, a mask that resembles a rhinoceros, goggles which, as the lenses pass over your eyes, you can see through the darkness as if it were sunny, wands, and more wands, a boat?
A whole one?
A whole boat, like a yacht.
Wait, I have a really important question.
Yeah.
Are the glasses cute?
Yeah, they are. Here's the thing. They're insufferably cute. You know, when you have, like, I said goggles, and they are mechanically goggles, but I think the way that this guy would have them is they look like, you know those, like, shades you can get, which are just like little circles?
Yes.
Yeah. and they're like a deep midnight blue.
Silk is looking at that and he's like biting his thumb.
Silk, I see the look in your eye.
I'm really thinking about it.
All these can be yours if you spill blood in the Red Holiday.
Are these customized? As in, if I, a lowly little wizard, go out there, you're not going to put me against a massive dragon, are you?
You select the danger you wish to face. But the greater danger, the greater the prize.
Interesting. How much danger would I need for those goggles?
For the goggles of night,
I feel like I'm at the fucking Chuck E. Cheese prize stand.
to win the goggles of night, you would need to face off against a 4-star encounter.
Need 50 tickets.
There are 6 stars total that you can encounter, with 1 being the weakest and 6 being the greatest.
Okay.
To receive the Goggles of Night, you must win a 4th-star solo encounter.
Alright. Well, consider my attendance confirmed the next time I come down here.
Why not now?
I don't want to.
I can help you heal and recover, making you ready for the fight.
You can
I
recover
have
all of my spell slots.
I
My
am-
spell ranks.
Thank you. They're still spell slots. I appreciate it, though. I have great magic in this place. This is the focus of my power. I can recover your spell slots, but only if you promise to use them in the encounter and make it spectacular.
Alright.
If you tried to cheat me, boy, know this.
And he takes a step forward, and then the next thing you know, he's on your side of the arena. He is right in front of you.
Whoa.
I can get very hungry while watching these matches.
Understood.
Fiore is like... Fiore does not look impressed with this at all.
He grins a little, and he looks to Ulrich and Fiore and says,
And you two, would you be interested in some treasure?
I'm not so sure right now about all that.
I can tell you, we have some excellent weapons. Perhaps you'd be interested in the Lady's Chalice? Or maybe you'd be curious about some holy prayer beads? Or you, Bard? I've seen your arrow slinging. Would you be interested in a hunter's bow, perhaps?
He perks up a little bit.
Yes. A magic bow which can deal some excellent damage to those who have yet to see you, rewarding you for striking from the shadows. Here, why don't you hold it?
and he conjures the bow in the air and puts into your hands. And oh wow, that is a nice bow. It is a short bow. It isn't going to do as much heavy damage in general. Like it does a D6, I think, instead of like D8s.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use it in shorter range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you crit with the hunter's bow on someone who does not see you, you do extra damage.
Okay.
It could be yours, my boy.
And what kind of match would I have to do for this?
Something like this would require a 3-star encounter.
Fine.
Excellent. Master Sunchaser, this is your last chance. You would really sit this out and allow your friends to prove their glory in the red holiday without seeking some for yourself?
You don't need to seek glory from this red holiday. Can't tempt me.
I can. Just take a look at this.
And he conjures a ring. And he says,
This is a spirit sight ring. When you are near an incorporeal creature, it will turn translucent and send a tickling sensation through your hand, letting you know of the presence of a phantom. I'm sure the great Fury Sunchaser would see how excellent that would be for you in this maze full of the phantomly.
The phantomly.
Or you could sit and allow the wizard and the bard to battle alone.
You're pissing me off, fine.
and he fucking strokes your hair lovingly.
Whoa.
Oh god.
Fiore like raises his fist like he's putting up his dukes.
Well done, Master Sunchaser. That is the correct call. When you are ready, you will step forth into the arena. Your spell ranks will be replenished, and the battle can commence.
And with that, Master Cheerful takes a step backwards, and he's back on the other side of the arena.
Do we literally, like, do a rest for the night?
Yeah, if you are ready for this, you will rest for the night as you step in. Now, if you try to abuse this, he is going to really unleash hell on you. Like, Kecleon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon style.
Oh, okay.
Soak's not planning on abusing this.
Fiore likes actually sleeping.
Basically, the way this works is as you step down the stairs, runes alight along the walls, and you suddenly feel yourself replenished. And he gestures, and you can see in the arena here that there are 3 spots, right? It's a big arena, but the light covers 3 areas completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So each of you, I want you to select one of those areas.
I want the right side. I'm right-handed.
I shall take left then.
And Fiora, you will be in the middle?
Hi.
Okay. So you all step into your respective spots on the arena. You will not be able to interact with each other. Again, if you try to cheat this, Master Cheerful will lunge.
Okay.
I think the Master Cheerful, he stands at the top of his podium, and he waves a hand. And again, the empty seats of the arena light up with people who are ready to watch blood soak the floor, right?
Are they real?
No, these are illusions. You know this to be. You almost know that for certain. As you see this, you hear his voice echo.
Welcome, one and all, to the greatest show in the Abomination Vaults. The Red Holiday begins anew. In the left side of the arena, we have Ulrich Raver, the Empyrean Bard, with a rank 3 fight facing off against...
And there's like a cage that opens up on the other side of the arena, and a horrible meaty shape emerges. It is the size of a car, a terrible bat-like monstrosity, with like an awful mane around its neck, glowing green eyes, and a terrible mottled wingspan.
Yeah.
And he calls out and says,
A Skaveling, also known as a ghoul bat, a monstrous force from the Darklands. Giant bats raised on diets of toxic fungus and the flesh of ghouls, especially their brains. Watch out, despite its tattered appearance, it is definitely a creature with a terrible bite. In the right wing, we have Silk Witchhelm, the wizard elf, facing off against the Manticore.
Oh, shit.
And indeed, padding and panting softly, foam dribbling down its human maw. The body of a tiger, the mane of a lion, the wings of a dragon, a tail with porcupine-like spines, and an eerily human face. All of this zombified as it pads out, and its eyes settle on you.
You know, it would have been bad if it was just a manticore, but the fact that it's a fucking zombified manticore...
And finally, our boldest warrior for the night, Fiore Sunchaser, a Cambion champion of the sun, will be facing off against one of our few living creatures. Say hello to Digibtanius.
This creature, this awful ugly thing, it's like a frog.
Frog question mark?
It's got big teeth, no forearms, but really muscled back legs. Drooling toxic slime down its side, and then where its eyes should be, it has a weird mound with 5 angry eyeballs, and a kind of like second mouth around it. You don't know what the fuck this thing is. You've certainly never seen one. It looks like it's rubbery. It's very spheroid, you know?
Ew.
Very spherical.
Yeah, you don't like it. It lets out an awful croaking noise, kind of like a groan croak. It lets out an awful noise, and it is surging forward towards you. Each of these creatures, 2 of them undead, and 2 of them undead, one of them just looking a little beastly. They jump forward, and the cheerful man rumbles with appreciation and says,
"And with this, the Red Holiday will begin. Let us feed the ground with blood once more."
And everyone, I'd like you all to roll me initiative, please. Ulrich Revra, it is your turn. An awful ghoul bat is surging towards you. It's kind of twitching and groaning, and it is on the floor currently, but you don't know for how long. Mm-hmm. You have 3 actions, and you have to face this thing alone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
First I'm gonna see what this thing is all about. I want to see if there are any weaknesses along with this thing. Would that be a... I guess that would be recall knowledge, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Recall knowledge. What do you think it is that you'll be recalling knowledge with?
Nature?
Okay, go for it. You're not entirely sure?
Okay.
You give this thing a look over, and you don't spot any glaring weaknesses. I will say that you think maybe if this thing is raised on ghoul flesh, maybe it has some commonality with ghouls. And that's really what I'm going to give you.
Okay. Fuck it, we ball. I think Ulrich is going to start out with ballsy. Courageous Anthem first.
Okay, cool.
Ulrich is using his bow right now.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. Then I think Ulrich is going to try to take a shot at it.
Okay.
Shit, 16.
Ulrich, you raise your bow, you fire, and it surges over the thing's shoulder. It is crawling towards you frighteningly fast. And Ulrich, as you miss your shot, you hear a voice, and it says,
And we have our first shot of the encounter. Ulrich Rever fires at the Skaveling, but misses, skirting over its shoulder. We now see, what's that? The Giptanius is approaching Fiore.
And Fiore, as all this is happening, you see Master Cheerful narrating as the Giptanius, this round, rotund fuck, is jumping towards you. It lets out a grim noise, and it is going to be using a bouncing crush. I need you to make me a reflex save as it leaps towards you and then attempts to crush you underneath.
Nat 20, thank you.
Holy shit.
Oh my.
Okay. Fiore, how the fuck do you dodge this thing or otherwise block it from crushing you?
I think he literally, like, rolls out of the way. Like, it's just, like, instinctual. He's like, oh my god, and he just gets out of the way.
An astounding dodge from Master Sunchaser as the Cambion weaves out of the path of the Giptanius.
And the Giptanius turns and looks at you as it croaks, and it's now going to try to bite you. And that is a critical hit, just about. That is a 35.
Oh.
Fiore, that is going to be 46 damage.
Holy shit.
And some of that is going to be, you're going to take some persistent acid damage as this thing chomps down on your arm and pierces through your armor. As you let out a gasp of pain, the crowd roars in delight. And Master Cheerful says,
Incredible! Though the Giptanius was deterred from its first attack, Master Fiore will have to learn not to doubt one of our most powerful beasts.
And that is going to be its turn. Next is going to be the undead manticore, which is panting and groaning as it comes closer. And I think it is going to start by hurling some of its spikes at you, Silk.
Oh.
And that is going to be a ranged attack. That is going to be a spike strike. That is a nat 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's... Yeah.
Well,
I could do that.
That's going to be 8 damage. It rolled minimum damage, I'm afraid.
Thank God. I'm not afraid.
It shoots these spikes out, and they pierce into you. And Silk, that looks like it could have hurt, but thankfully, it doesn't wedge too deep into you.
That's 16 damage in total?
No, 8.
Oh, just 8? Okay.
Yeah, just 8. Minimum damage, unfortunately. And then it is going to fly up into the air. So it's going to spend its turn flying directly upwards. And as it does so, you hear again Master Cheerful say,
Though the initial attack of the Manticore seems to have done very little to Silk Witchhelm, it still has the power of flight on its side. What will the wizard do?
And Silk, it is your turn.
I would like to... You know what? No. You don't get to fly. I cast Gravity Well.
Okay. What happens?
I'm going to put that directly beneath him, and I'm going to need a reflex save from him.
Ruh-oh. Well, reflex, that's going to be... That's a 19.
That doesn't save.
Okay, what happens?
He is pulled 15 feet towards the ground, so he is only 5 feet off the ground now.
Yeah, he's pulled much lower down, which gives you a better chance of hitting him. You have one action left. What do you do?
I cast Hand of the Apprentice.
Okay, shoot him.
31.
That is a critical hit with a gun. Remember, a gun, I love a good hit.
Gun lovey a good hit, yeah. That's 36 damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, Silk, you shoot a blast right through this thing's wing, and there's I think you splatter some of its flesh off. right?
Yeah.
It lets out a groan. Like, it's obviously a zombie, so it's not feeling much pain, but, like, this does get the illusory crowd stomping their feet and cheering. And certainly Master Cheerful says,
Incredible! What amazing aim from Silk Witchelm, vanquishing our undead manticore. But will he be able to survive another round with the foul beast?
And that is going to be your turn, right?
Yes. Can I say the in-character reason why he casts Gravity Well, though? Can I say the in-character reason he didn't cast Gravity Well?
Why?
He didn't want to extend his arm too far and get tired from shooting.
Hell fucking yeah. Next in the order, it's gonna be the Skaveling over here. And the Skaveling lets out a terrible little shriek. It is going to crawl forward 15 feet on the floor. And then, Ulrich, it is going to scream at you. A bone-chilling screech. Make me a will save, please.
22.
That is a success. You are frightened 1, Ulrich. For just a moment, you're like, as this awful undead thing is screaming at you. So you'll have a -1 on your next checks. That is going to be its turn, though. It's still crawling towards you, but that bone-chilling scream kind of frightened you. Imagine what would have happened if you'd failed. Fiore, it's your turn. Holy shit, that hurt. There's acid damage coming off you badly, and also you are up against this monstrous creature. What do you do?
Fiore is going to use his first action to lay on hands on himself.
18 healing. You're looking still not great, but better than you could have been.
And then he's going to choose to smite.
Okay, smite. Sunlight coalesces around your blade, and you cut down, and that is a hit. 27. Roll me that damage.
12 damage.
Fiore, you cut into its side, and you realize, oh god, it's got so much rubbery flesh, doesn't it? Ulrich, it is your turn. Oh, and Fiore, by the way, you are still taking damage. Oh wait, you got a nat 20 on your recovery check?
Slay.
You know what? I'm going to say with a nat 20, you take none of that acid damage. You just wipe off the last of the acid and you're good. And Ulrich, we're back to you. Jesus, that Skaveling is terrifying. What do you do?
I think Ulrich's gonna try to do some guessing and testing here.
Okay.
He is going to use I think he might actually use a level 3 spell here.
Okay, what's the spell?
Noise Blast. I'm gonna need a Fortitude save.
Okay. You unleash a blast of sound into this thing, and the Skaveling here rolls really high. That is a 28.
Okay, that's a success, so it takes half damage.
Okay, and how much damage will that be?
5 damage. Fuck.
I think the blast hits the Skaveling, and it does make it flinch, but then it's still crawling. You got one action left. What do you do?
I think Ulrich's gonna start kiting.
Excellent. Okay.
So he's gonna move about 25 feet over this way to the left if you're looking down at the arena.
Okay. Ulrich, you dash to the side, and the cheerful Master Cheerful's voice rumbles.
Ulrich Revra is playing cat and mouse with the Skaveling. How will the undead bat react? And then we turn now to see the Gibtanius is still trying to get a hold of Master Sunchaser.
And indeed, Fiore, it is the Gibtanius' turn. And this terrible little creature, it opens its mouth and it goes... And I need you to make me a reflex save as it spews acid at you.
23.
That is a failure. You will take 34 damage as it spits acid right at you.
Okay.
With its last action, This does continue your smite, by the way. You're good. With its last action, it is going to begin to sting. It activates its powerful stench. I need you to make me a fortitude save, please, as... Oh, it just kind of starts to shiver a little bit, and a bad smell is blasting off of it.
17.
17 is going to be a failure. Fiore, you're going to be a little sickened. This is bad. It's stinky. You don't like this thing.
That's fair.
You are sickened too. And as you are battling against this thing, you hear Master Cheerful say,
Fiore Sunchaser is at death's door. Blood will soon feed the arena once more.
Jinkies, how are you doing, Fiore?
I'm okay. I'm at 6 HP.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
We gotta start smacking the fuck out of this thing. Well, it's now the Manticore's turn. It is flying, but not very high up. I think it kind of like soars towards you on those bat-like wings and lands right there. And it is then, with its last action, going to try bite down. And that is a nat 1.
This bitch.
With a nat 1, jam a finger. You hit the target for the minimum amount of damage you can deal with the attack, but you take the attack's normal damage. So, it does hit you, Silk. It just hurts itself in the process. So it bites down, and that will be 8 damage to you again.
Okay.
But in the process, it will deal itself 15 damage. The Manticore is not looking great. And Silk, it is your turn. What to do?
I'm gonna need a fortitude save this time. I'm gonna cast Gale Blast, because I don't really like him being very close to me.
Okay. That is a success. So it will take half damage, and it is not pushed away as you unleash painful winds at it.
Okay. So half of 9 damage.
Okay. Well, it's still going. You unleashed a wind at it, but it's not enough to stop it. You've one action left, Silk. What do you do?
Silk is going to... I'll cast a single Force Barrage against him.
Okay, fuck it.
Fuck it. Pew. It's gonna be 4 damage.
Pew! You shoot him. He's still going.
I do.
But he's not looking
going.
great, to be honest.
No.
Ulrich, it's your turn. I'm afraid the Scaveling is gonna take flight. It flies towards you at full speed.
Ooh, okay.
And it's about 5 feet off the floor. And it lets out another shriek, and this time it is going to try to bite down into you.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be a 21.
Miss.
Okay, with its second action, as it lands, it's going to try bap you with its wing. And that is a 21 again. Ulrich, you are dodging around the Scaveling.
Wee.
Whee! Fiore, it's your turn. Fuck this. Oh, God. How are you doing? What's going on? So, Fiore, it is your turn. You are sickened. So all your rolls will have a -2 to it. You're on 6 HP. This could go badly for you. But luckily you're a brave boy. So what do you do?
Can I use an action to unsicken myself, like to hack?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
You need to make 2 actions to get rid of it completely, but you can lower your sickened, you know?
Well, I don't want to hack up twice. I just want to do it once because I have plans for the rest of my actions. 25.
Yeah, that'll do it. Fiore, you reduce one of your sickened conditions by 1.
Then he's going to use his other lay on hands.
Okay. That'll be 18 healing to you, right? So, you know, not death's door. Pretty good.
Then I think he's going to attack.
Okay, cool.
And it continues Smite Evil already because he's
That's right,
attacking
yes.
me, right?
You're smiting
Okay.
it, don't worry.
Yeah. 29.
That is a crit. Roll me that damage.
22.
Very nice. Fiore, how do you do this? How do you do this nice solid blow, which cuts a chunk into the being?
I think that he is sort of getting into the groove of it. Not like dancing, but like he's like, I know, okay, I see how this thing moves. I understand how to fight it. And I think that he catches it like where it steps. And slashes up his leg.
As your blade connects and properly cuts into the Gibtanius, the crowd cheers, and you hear a rumbling laugh from Master Cheerful, who says,
Most incredible! Even though it seemed Fiore Sunchaser was going to succumb to the Gibtanius, he's fighting back. Perhaps it will be the blood of the Gibtanius that waters our ground today, after all.
and that is going to be your turn, right, Fiore?
Yeah, I...
Okay. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Hello. New spell. I don't know if I've used this yet. I
Okay.
forgot if I've used this yet. 3rd rank. Percussive Impact.
Oh, okay. What's Percussive Impact do?
You lob a compressed ball of sound at the foe. The ball explodes on impact, unleashing a powerful blast of sound. Make a spell attack roll. If you hit, you deal 48 bludgeoning damage plus 1d4 sonic splash damage. On a crit success, the target is also deafened for 1 round.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, make me that spell attack roll.
Nat 20?
Nat
Oh
fucking
my
20,
God.
baby! Okay. Sure. Ulrich, how do you score this sweet nat 20?
You know, I think it's pretty low to the ground, and Ulrich doesn't want to experience the bite at all. So I think Ulrich is just trying to think of ways really fast to get it away from him. This spell doesn't exactly have knockback, but I think he just assumes that with enough sound, it could happen.
Yeah.
Especially since this thing is flying. Air plus
So-
wings equals pushback.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me that damage.
21 damage.
It's times 2, dude.
Times 2.
42 damage. Jesus, I think you knock one of its wings off.
Jesus.
It's barely holding on. As it crashes onto the floor, it shrieks, and it's still coming at you. But holy fuck, it's not doing well.
I raised my hand.
Yeah?
If something hits the floor, don't they take fall damage?
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, I think this thing was 15 feet up. So it'll take 10 fall damage. So when it hits the floor, I think it's broken its jaw, and the zombie bat ghoul thing, it's crawling at you, but it's barely holding on. What do you do?
I could do a point blank shot.
You could do a point blank shot.
Why not, right? Here we go. Ah, it's 13.
A 15 is unfortunately a miss.
Dang. Man, the volley does not help me.
No, it don't. That's why you gotta have a short bow, my friend.
Yeah. And I've got actions to switch my weapons.
Yeah, unfortunately, as this thing is crawling at you, you're like, ugh. The crowd lets out a shocked gasp as you shoot it so hard, and I think you hear a cackle from Master Cheerful, who says,
Unbelievable! And here was me thinking the bard was going to play cat and mouse. But I was mistaken as to the role that Ulrich was taking.
And now the Gibtanius is lurching forward at you, Fiore. This awful creature, it's gonna try jaw you. It goes for and that is gonna be a 17, Fiore.
Is a miss. It's a miss.
Okay. Well, I want you now to make a reflex save, as this thing is gonna use another bouncing crush. It leaps up in the air and tries to fucking land right on top of you. Splot.
26.
A 26 is a success. That'll be half of 12 damage. That's 6 damage. As this thing lands on you and then shoves you.
Okay.
So that is an athletics check against your AC. Or against your 40. That's a 23. Yeah, you're shoved. Boink! You're knocked back as this thing lands on you. And you're back on death's door, Fiore. You are struggling against this thing as it is coming up at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now the Manticore's turn. The Manticore is not looking so great, but it is coming down on you. And Silk, it is going to try claw you. That's a 25. That's a hit.
Bitch.
9 damage, Silk, as it claws.
Suck my dick.
It is then going to bite down on you. And that is going to be a 23. That will also be a hit.
Okay.
And that is going to be 22 damage. How are you doing, Silk? Is this thing?
I'm on 1 HP.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Silk, how are you doing?
Silk is thinking, those glasses better match every single one of my fucking outfits.
The Manticore lets out a roar and... Sorry. The Manticore lets out a roar, a zombified, groaning roar, as our friend over here, Mr. Cheerful, cackles out and says, "But speaking of cat and mouse, perhaps Witchhelm has forgotten his role as well." And Silk, it's your turn. Oh, fuck, that hurt. On your hat, Borbo says,
Master Silk, kill it! Kill it!
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, lightning bolt. Yeah.
Hey, go for it.
Reflex save.
That is a failure. Roll me that damage.
Fucking kill yourself. That's gonna be 19 damage.
Silk, how'd you destroy the zombie Manticore?
I think that he looks really sexy with torn up clothes, and he's like, he looks fed the fuck up, which he is. And so he just lifts up his gun with the last of his strength, and from it just arcs the loudest, brightest, like, clap of thunder and lightning that you've seen today upon this poor fucking Manticore.
Lightning flashes through it, and the Manticore lets out an awful groan before it stumbles and it falls over, twitching to the floor. The crowd cheers, and Master Cheerful does too. He roars and says, "And our first death of the night. The zombie Manticore has been slain, and Master Witchhelm has won his round." And that's you, Silk. Well done. You're good. You finished.
I did it.
You are no longer in initiative because you've won your fight.
Nice.
Now the question is, can Ulrich and Fiore survive theirs?
Please God.
It is the Scaveling's turn. The Scaveling is running up to you, Ulrich, and it is...
Shambling, more like.
Yeah, well, you're right. It is shambling. It's not doing too hot.
Yeah.
It is going to try bite you.
Okay.
And that is going to be
Ooh.
a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that's going to be 12 damage as it bites into your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to... I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Yeehaw. Okay. Oh, that was almost a 16. Fuck.
That is unfortunately a 14.
Yep.
Thankfully, this has the incapacitation trait. Ulrich, you feel some awful twitching inside of you, and you are going to be slowed.
Okay.
You succeeded, technically, because slowed is not the worst thing that can happen from this.
Oh boy.
It's now going to try claw at you, this time with its wing. Watch out! And that's a nat fucking 20.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
This thing is not really ripping at you as well as it would like, but it's going to try one last time, and that's going to be a crit failure. Attack 3 times, never do it. Stinging failure. As it claws into you, I think its clawed hand kind of catches on your robe, and it now has a -2 to all its attack rolls until it is healed, which makes sense. It's missing an arm.
Yeah.
Fiore, it's your turn. The Giptanius is here, and it is awful. You are sickened. You're still smiting it, which is nice. What the fuck do you do?
When I raise my shield, does that attack?
Yeah, you can make your line shield bite.
Would that take another action to do that?
No, it would just be a free action as you're raising your shield.
Okay, then I'm going to use an action to try and unsicken.
Okay, go for it.
19.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're no longer sickened. Woohoo!
And then he's going to use an action to move forward.
Okay.
And then he's going to raise his shield, the lion's shield, specifically to attack. And also
Okay,
raise the
so you're
shield.
going to activate the lion shield?
Yeah.
Okay, you raise a shield, the lion animates, it lets out a roar, and it's going to bite down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so make me an attack roll with the lion shield.
And this also can count for smite? Question mark?
Yes.
34.
Holy shit, that's a crit again. Oh my god, wait, but the shield loves critting. Oh my god.
19 damage.
Okay, very nice. The shield bites down into the Giptanius, and it's not looking so great, to be honest. It is now seeping this weird green liquid, which you assume is some kind of blood, and it lets out a low gurgle before it starts rushing you again. And is that your turn, Fiore?
That is my turn, yes.
Okay. Ulrich, it's your turn. You are slowed because there's an awful thing happening in your veins. The Skaveling is right in front of you. It's shrieking. It's snarling. What do you do?
It's a free action to let go of a weapon, right?
Yeah, it's if you're looking to pull out a weapon, you can just use the swap action to put a weapon away and pull a new one out.
Gonna sheath the longbow, and I want to say, instinct is kicking in. He's not grabbing the battle loop. He's grabbing a dagger,
Oh, okay. Go for it.
and he's just gonna start jabbing. 29.
That's a crit. Roll me that damage.
Oh, okay. 5 damage, so 10.
He had 8 HP. Ulrich, how'd you kill the bat with a knife?
I think when he feels his body starting to slow down and tense up, he just goes hunter mode. So there's a knife strapped to his boot. So I think he just, as he tosses his bow, he grabs it and jabs it straight in the eye.
Hot.
The Skaveling doesn't even have time to let out a shriek, but the crowd roars as this thing just slumps over. Its undead brain burst, and you hear the cackling, really manic cackling now of Master Cheerful, who says, "And we have Master Raver braining the Skaveling. Who would have thought that such a meek man was capable of such depraved violence? Now, shall we see if the Giptanius will eat Fiore, or will Fiore eat it?" This dude's a little fucked up.
A little bit.
I'm not doing either of those things. He's like, what?
The Skaveling is dead, and Ulrich, you are removed from initiative. Well done. And Fiore, you're the last one. You're near death, but you're against this awful giant. No one else would be facing up against this now. It is its turn. And you know what? It is going to jump away from you. It boings away, and then it takes careful aim, and it shoots at you with some spit. And that is a 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, it's going to try again.
That's another miss.
Okay, Jesus Christ, thank you for your shield, I guess. Fiore, it is your turn. The Giptanius is letting out another gurgle, and you can see...
Those would have been misses without the shield, by the way.
Oh, wow. Okay, holy shit, your AC is really high. Master Cheerful is practically leaning over the banister, staring at you with such depraved eyes. Fiore, you got 3 actions. You're not looking so hot. What do you do? One of those spits would probably have taken you out.
Fiore's gonna move in such a way that he can't really see it well, because he's like, ew.
Oh, you're hiding? You're hiding behind the
like,
Giptanius
ugh.
so that Master Cheerful can't see you so good?
Yeah, he's like, ew, I don't want to think about this.
Okay.
He's like, don't look at me, I'm just fighting. You can see his face, he's like, ugh. But he's gonna keep attacking, I think. Yeah, I think he's gonna attack with the Rosa Aurea.
Okay, go for it. That's your third crit in a row. What the fuck?
I don't really know.
What did you roll?
34.
That's a 19. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, that's a hit. Roll me that damage.
I crashed the frog.
Pretty good.
26. Did you like that, Ritz?
Yeah.
Whoa. You cut into the Gibtanius, and it lets out a gurgling scream, and you just hear Master Cheerful being like, yes! Yes! Water the grounds with blood!
Oh. He's gonna attack the last time, I think.
Go for it. Come on, you can do it.
Can I use my other hero point?
Yeah, your last one? Go for it.
Yeah. 24.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
10.
Fury Sunchaser, how do you solo a level 8 creature?
Jesus.
Ugh.
I think that on one of the jumps, he slides right under it with the scimitar up. His shield is there too, in front of his face.
You slide under, and you cut open the Gibtanius' guts, and it lets out a final shriek before landing in a pool of twitching flesh on the floor. And as you do, the crowd goes wild, as does Master Cheerful, who says, yes! Yes! Viore Sunchaser sends the foul creature to the grave! And just like that, Fiore, you have won your combat. How are you all doing as the fight comes to an end?
Oh.
That was rough for all of you, I think. All of you got pretty badly fucked up.
Yeah.
I think all of you are looking pretty miserable right now.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Silk when he's at 1 fucking HP. Silk fucking stumbles his way over to Fiore is what he does. He stumbles onto him, he's like, Fiore, I need your paladin hands right now.
I need 10 minutes. I used them in combat.
He falls on the floor next to you.
You have a healing potion.
Auric makes it slowly over to Silk and goes, "Here, don't worry, I have spells for both of you here."
Save me, darling.
Oh my god, Auric can do a thing right the fuck now, hang on.
Oh god, what can Ulrich do?
Ulrich deals 1 point of damage to Silk.
Ulrich gently slaps Silk's face, and Silk dies.
No, this is fan
what we've been
service.
waiting for.
Fan artist,
Oh my
fan
God.
artist, I want you to pay attention real quick.
Hello?
Ulrich caresses Silk's cheek and uses Soothe.
You're always like, I should step away.
My jaw is open. It is hanging. A fly just went in. That's what's happening right now.
And then went out.
Silk very gently leans into Ulrich's hand and he smiles.
I'll fuck myself is what I'll do, I guess. How much healing is that, Silk?
Hang on. I wanted to... Because this one is also a signature spell, so it should be cast at its highest, right?
You can cast at your highest, yeah.
Okay. Hold on then. 29.
Woo.
Man.
How's Silk looking?
Silk looks a lot better. Still roughed up, but he honestly is just happy to get physical affection from Ulrich.
And Ulrich smiles and then puts his other hand on top of Fiore's head.
Hi.
And cast another soothe spell. This one's level 2. I'm out of 3rd rank spells. Dude, I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Fuck.
The one.
That was a 1 and a 3. So.
Well, that is 12 healing for you, Fiore, so you're not dead anymore. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Borbo is on Silk's hat, and Borbo says,
if Borbo is being honest, Borbo gets the feeling that the people who live in the floors under Master Volox are even bigger freaks than we were above.
We're not doing this again.
Silk looks up at Master Cheerful and he says, "Well, did you like the show?"
But he's not there.
Oh my god, where'd you go? Where did he go? Did you see him leave?
Not very far, don't worry.
He's right behind you.
Dude is cool as a cucumber, by the way. Completely unbothered.
Bro literally just came.
A few moments ago, he was practically orgasmic up there, right?
It was not
Jesus.
practical. It was literal.
I think it was pretty literal.
But right now, he's just very coolly standing right behind you, Silk.
He shudders.
You did admirably. Not the greatest gladiators we've had here. Certainly, that honor would go to Master Caldeo. But you've done admirably. Be warned, though, Caldeo still does walk these halls.
Could you tell us about him, actually?
Certainly. He is a cousin of Mistress Belcora.
Nepotism.
Bro brought her cousin.
Borbo nudges you and says,
Oh yeah, Borbo knows all about Caldeo.
You do?
Oh yeah, big shot.
Oh. I mean, that makes sense.
You never asked about him.
Well, I guess, but you never said anything, and you usually just pipe up when you have something important to say.
Well, I don't know, he never came up before.
It's okay.
Caldeo, he is knight, you know? He wear armor. He's big and strong, doesn't afraid of anything.
A knight.
Yes, he is one of Mistress Belcora's greatest allies. Coming from House Harrovex. Whatever that means.
That sounds familiar.
that is Belcora's surname.
Bobo, do you remember what he was a knight of?
Big sword.
Okay, thank you. Master Cheerful, you wouldn't be able to enlighten us, would you?
It is to my understanding that Caldeo, violent brute that he was, carried a large sword.
Well, it's good to know. It's good to know.
Now, for your troubles, I grant you the treasures I so promised. For Master Revra, I give you the hunter's bow.
Thanks.
For Master Sunchaser, I gift you the Spirit Sight Ring. And for Master Silk Witchhelm, I trust you'll enjoy these obsidian goggles.
Will I?
He grabs them, he casts Prestidigitation on himself to look perfect, and then he puts them on.
Ooh. You're right, now I see what you see. But better.
So, the way that the obsidian goggles work, these sleek lenses make everything seem more brightly lit. While wearing these goggles, or glasses, you gain a +1 item bonus to perception checks involving sight. And once per day, you can adjust your glasses to gain dark vision for 1 hour.
Yes, please.
And later on, you might be able to upgrade it to give you even better versions.
Hell yeah.
And I think Master Cheerful bows to you and says,
I do hope you've enjoyed your time in the Red Holiday. How did you all find it?
The theatrics were there. Certainly, more blood than I intended shedding.
Oh, but that's the best part, Master Witchhelm.
Maybe for you.
Definitely for me.
Freak.
What was that?
What?
What?
Did I say something? Are you okay?
Master Sunchaser and Master Revra, I hope you enjoyed your time here too. Wherefore do you intend on going?
I'm not sure. We're just exploring right now. Have you seen a metal elemental?
No, sadly, such a creature has not come here. In fact, I don't believe the plane of metal has been accessible for quite some time. Who told you that that was possible? They're crazy. You're crazy.
That's all really great. Thanks.
You're welcome, my boy. I love being helpful.
Uh-huh.
This guy sucks.
I have a question for you, actually.
Yes?
Maybe you've seen someone else. Have you seen an older man pass through, perhaps?
Oh! You must be referencing Dr. Slumberstone.
The very same, Mr. Zacchaeus.
Yes. Little gnome man. Strange fellow. Bit weird for my tastes.
Is that right?
Is that so?
But resourceful. He spent some time exploring here before declaring he was off to meet whatever lay below. I don't fancy his chances in the laboratory, however.
Oh, the laboratory.
I have more faith in him.
I don't.
How long ago was that you came across our gentleman?
It's difficult to say. A few months?
Months?
A year, perhaps?
Oh my.
It gets so difficult to tell.
No, you've not come across any two pairs of girls, right? No?
I don't think so. Are any of you girls?
No.
I didn't think so, you, but the rest of you have very long feminine hair.
What the fuck?
He's just gay.
Ah.
Man.
Well, you are.
I trust you've enjoyed your time in the arena, and I trust you'll come back for more later. Heavens, no. I would appreciate it. But for now, I shall leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of this floor. The training grounds welcome.
And with a flash, Master Cheerful, the tiger-headed Raja Kroda, vanishes in a puff of smoke. And you guys are left alone in the arena.
Well, he was fun.
We're not doing that again.
Absolutely not. Not unless we're together.
Together we could probably do something.
Easily.
Together, we work perfectly. That was difficult.
Yeah.
Less than satisfactory.
But, and he kind of like brings his hands up to like wiggle his new fancy, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous glasses.
Worth it.
Well, this will be useful.
And I won't have as much trouble with anything too close to me that's attacking us.
I should note, actually, Ulrich, I'm pretty sure that your Decaden key can make it easier for you to hide in the middle of combat. Combo that with the Hunter's Bow, and you've got yourself a nice little damage boost.
Pretty good.
So, the question is, what now? Do you want to explore the rest of this floor, or do you intend on returning to the surface and preparing for tomorrow, where you'll exercise Jal Mesmin?
What do you guys want to do?
Sulk looks at his fantasy watch, which is just a sundial. Wait, don't I have a time spell?
A sundial that acts like the sun is hitting it. That's actually kind of badass.
That is pretty. That is actually a really fucking cool idea. Swear to God, I have a fucking. spell that lets me tell the time.
I think it's a
book.
cantrip.
I do. I don't have it prepared right now, but it's in my spell book as a cantrip. Yeah, that'll take 10 minutes, right?
Would you like to take 10 minutes to check the time?
Yeah, I would like to take 10 minutes to change it or to take that tell the time. Thank you.
Well, Fiora, you can pray at the same time and heal yourself another 18 HP.
Yeah, Fiore's like... Fiore is currently healing.
You guys take some time resting, recovering, and eventually, Silk, you prepare time sense, and you are able to learn exactly what time it is down to the second. And the exact time, I think, is 3:09 p.m. You spent a couple of hours fixing the portals earlier, and then you've done a decent bit of exploring on this floor.
It's nearing the evening.
What time is it?
3 o'clock.
It's only 3.
Well, yes, but let's say getting home takes half an hour. Maybe even an hour, if we're slow.
What do you say, Elric?
We do have a pretty busy day tomorrow, so I don't know. I think it might be worth it to rest up. At the very least, if we go back, we can see if we missed anything coming towards here. But preparing that Wolfsbane is going to be a lot. I need a lot of mental health. I need a lot of mental capacity for that.
Sure. Yeah.
We can take our time getting back, of course.
Yeah.
But I do say we begin making our leap.
Okay. So, would you guys like to start treading up the stairs and making your way back through a hall of statues towards the giant circular staircase which makes up the path down beyond this floor to the 2 floors beneath it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The Fogfen Few make their way out of the arena. But despite them leaving this place of danger behind, they are about to enter an even more dangerous one, as they aid in the ritual to cleanse lycanthropy from the blood of Jarl Mesmin tomorrow night. This episode of Dice to Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. River supports artists: Hudashi and Skibidi, Horror Fan, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Princess Alavi, Emily is Gay, Dexton, Meow Mai, Abigail Wallet, Knight the Werewolf Teacher, Ashley, Actually a Bot, Violet, Soul Grease Lobo, BBGBs, Daisy Gilliam, Lux Rexus, Stony Saunders, Mita, Arave, Getting Stoned in the Dungeon, Beric Falcon, Luis Loza, Aries, Alexander Crizzle, May Cohen, Skyly, Genuinely Tricked, Bob Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Glitch HD, Jay Snooks, Jonathan Love, G Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Simon Strange, Seth, Kira, Lichalope, Gizmo, Cass, Babel McElduff, Ava, Remty Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C, Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emily Laderna, John the Bookworder, and Dame Valerie III. If you'd like to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com, and thank you for voting for us in the Crit Awards.